authentic friends.
The Queen City's new morning show.
It's Miguel and Holly on Hits 96.1.
Good Monday morning. It's February 10th, year of our Lord, 2025. My name is Miguel Fuller.
I'm Holly O'Connor.
And I'm Kelvin Live.
And we are live on the Miguel and Holly and the Hits 961 Facebook page. If you want to hop on, say hello and good morning. It happened last night. The Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Holly, did you stay up the whole time to watch, or did you go to bed?
Absolutely not. One of the most boring games in a decade.
Oh.
Wow.
Do y'all know? Do y'all know how boring it was?
Girl, no.
Like,
at
that's
my
not controversial.
Yeah,
That's
no, I'm
not
about to say.
controversial.
At my
No.
house, whenever they would start playing, everyone would get on their phones, and then during the commercials, we would stop talking and then pay attention to what was happening.
Yeah, no, for sure. I stayed up through the halftime show. Obviously, I wanted to see that. But we were at friend's house, and so after the halftime show, we're like, well, look at the time.
Gotta go.
So we left, and then I was in bed by about 9:30.
Now, producer Kelvin, did you even attempt to watch any of the Super Bowl last night?
No. But to be fair, I thought I had Fox with my Spectrum account, and I guess I don't. So I wasn't able to. But then I randomly hopped on Twitter, and then I saw that like maybe I was halfway through Kendrick's performance. I'm not sure. So I watched the halftime show.
Okay. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Well, if you are waking up, because like Holly, I was asleep as soon as Kendrick Lamar was done. I said bye, went upstairs and went to bed. The Eagles did win.
Yes.
If you fell asleep and didn't catch the ending last night, so it was an interesting time. What did you think of the halftime performance? We're gonna get more into it, but just like first reactions last night, Holly.
First reactions is that I immediately saw how much planning and stage work had gone into it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, to be absolutely honest, I'm not that familiar with all of Kendrick Lamar's works. I know the big hits. I have spent some time on like one album, but I didn't even notice a whole lot of that album songs on the show. But what I thought was interesting was, I mean, we're looking at art. There's a message.
Right.
I didn't get the message, but what I'd like to do is look into it.
That's what I did this morning.
Oh, you took some time?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't have time.
Right.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning I was kind of like, all right, I need to like dig, because I can tell there was some points that were going over my head, because
Right.
also too, I was like one eye open, one eye like ready to go to bed. So this morning I did read a little bit to it, and I was like, okay, this was interesting. And the whole like Not Like Us with Drake, like if I were Drake, I would just take my millions, go to the Maldives, and just like rest out for a little bit.
A little
Just,
sabbatical.
take a little time out, a little tap out for just a minute. Yeah, and for the people that were watching it at our Super Bowl, when the crowd yelled what they yelled, they were like, oh! And
Right.
they're like, do you think that they knew he was going to do that? I'm like, they hired him to do that. Like, when they brought Kendrick Lamar on board, they're like, well, we're gonna make some waves.
I mean, and I didn't even realize until reading it this morning the significance of having Serena Williams up there.
Yeah.
Because that's one of
didn't
Drake's
either.
exes. And I was like, is that so? What is she doing on
We
stage?
all were like, wait a minute, Serena Williams. We said the same thing.
But we are curious. What did you think of the halftime show? Text hits in your message to 96893. And we're going to get more into it later on in the show and obviously talk about the commercials that happened last night. But we did, if you missed it on Friday, we have two couples that we have to catch you up with who had a lot riding on the game yesterday.
We had a whole side conversation about these couples last night in the middle of the game, and I couldn't remember like one of them. I was like, which one is which team? So I had to do some research, but I'm excited.
Yeah, we got to catch you up with these two couples that had big life decisions riding on the game. But what were these decisions? We'll catch you up after 6:10.